Joe Biden and Oprah Winfrey on Super Soul Sunday. Harpo, Inc. Huy Doan Oprah Winfrey sits down with Joe Biden for an interview about the loss of his son to cancer. A documentary explores one of America's first celebrity chefs. What's on TV? SuperSoul Sunday 11 a.m. on OWN. Oprah Winfrey sits down for an interview with former Vice President Joe Biden to talk about his new book, Promise Me, Dad: A Year of Hope, Hardship, and Purpose. In the book and the interview, he revisits his struggles during 2015, when he lost his son Bo to brain cancer while still in office. MTV Europe Music Awards 3 p.m. on MTV. The Europe Music Awards were created in 1994 as counter-programming to the American VMAs. Somehow, though, all 6 of those nominated for Best Artist this year are from North America. But the host is Rita Ora, who grew up in West London and will attempt to imbue the Wembley Arena event with a hometown sensibility as her wanderlust-driven single Anywhere climbs the British charts. She'll be joined on stage by fellow Brits Liam Payne, Stormzy, a Cuban-American Camila Cabello, and the eminent Scries of Ireland, U2. And Kesha returns after a bitter-legal battle to support an uplifting new album, Rainbow. Jeremiah Tower, CNN. Jeremiah Tower, The Last Magnificent 2017, 9 p.m. on CNN. Before Emerald, Bobby Flay and Gordon Ramsay, there was Jeremiah Tower, one of America's first celebrity chefs. Along with the chef Alice Waters, he transformed Chez Panisse in Berkeley into a cultural destination, putting fresh local ingredients at the heart of a new California cuisine. The result was a complete re-evaluation of not just American food and ingredients, but food, said Anthony Bourdain, an executive producer of this documentary. This film chronicles Mr. Tower's creation of the immensely popular restaurant's stars, his disappearance from the spotlight, and subsequent return to Tavern on the Green. Madam Secretary, 10 p.m. on CBS. Secretary of State Elizabeth McCord, played with metal by T. Acute A. Leone, refuses to negotiate with terrorists for the release of a captured CIA agent. Elizabeth tries to support her daughter Stevie through a difficult time. AMC Visionaries. Robert Kirkman's Secret History of Comics, 11 p.m. on AMC. Robert Kirkman, the creative mastermind behind the Walking Dead comic book series, is moving on to the next apocalypse. He recently announced a new series, Oblivion Song, that centers on an alien-related catastrophe in Philadelphia. In this 2-part special, he looks back on the transformations and evolutions of the comic book world, with interviews with luminaries like Stan Lee, Patty Jenkins, J.K. Simmons and Michelle Rodriguez. Anthony Rapp and Wilson Cruz in Star Trek Discovery. Jan Thijsjub's Star Trek Discovery on CBS All Access. The latest Star Trek reboot is set a decade before the original series. It has taken on a darker tone than previous iterations, and centers on First Officer Michael Burnham Sonequa Martin Green. The series' most promising innovation has been making the protagonist not the crew's captain but an outsider, James Poniewozik wrote in the New York Times. Sunday's episode is the last of the fall. A version of this schedule appears in print on November 12, 2017, on page SP7 of the New York edition with the headline What's on Sunday.